Hello, Mrs. Edmonds. How are you doing today? The first thing I want to share is that God has been so good to me, and I want to share with you five amazing abilities that God has given me that not many people have, and I want to use those five amazing abilities and share those with you as my five fun facts about myself. To start off, the first three fun facts are musical, while the last two are not musical. So, and the first three fun facts are related to each other. So, fun fact number one is that I have something that's called perfect pitch. Now, in case you are not familiar with what perfect pitch means, perfect pitch is the musical ability to correctly identify and or sing a given musical note without the need for a tonal or reference pitch. So it's the ability to hear a note and then be able to identify or sing the note back correctly without the need for an external musical reference pitch or a reference tone. And this ability is something that not many people have. Like for instance, I know that from the video that I heard that they shared with us, I learned that Emma plays the piano, and as an example of what I'm saying, let's say that Emma, let's say that she plays a C in the piano or something like that. If she were to ask me, "Hey Mauricio, what note was that? Or what note did I just play?" I will be able to tell her right off the bat, "You just played the note C." Amazing, right? Not only that, I could also sing the note back accurately without hitting the wrong note. And so this is an amazing ability I have that not many have. It's a blessing on the ability that God has given me at birth. And fun fact number two is that I can play the piano. If you were to ask me if I ever took piano classes or if I ever got piano training in my life, my response would be no. No, because why? Because I learned, because I have perfect pitch. I just learned music by hearing, which is a huge advantage to me as a blind person anyways. So because I learned by hearing music, so because I have perfect pitch, I can at age 10 I learned how to play the piano just by by hearing the notes on the piano. So that's how I learned how to play the piano, which was a huge surprise to my family when I first played the piano for them. And ever since, I've been playing piano in church. And if it were not for the coronavirus, I would be playing a piano right now in my church, which is what I would normally do during the church services. So that's fun fact number two. I can play the piano. Fun fact number three is I can sing. I didn't know I could sing until I was like in seventh grade. I've been in choir since middle school, and all throughout high school I taken choir classes, and I've been part of the church choir as well. Also, I would participate in church specials at my church. And music has been a huge part of my life, and I enjoy singing and play the piano, and especially for the Lord. So, fun fact number three is I can sing. Fun fact number four is I can memorize literature. I was in second grade when I discovered I had the ability to memorize children's books. I had a collection at the time of Frog and Toad books, and also books like Clifford and Makes a Friend, and books about Arthur and so many others. I also memorized a poem called Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. And so I discovered that I could memorize those pieces of literature, all of it from memory, by memory, which leads me to share with you that years later, this has led to my ability to memorize scripture as well. And so far, I've memorized 20 chapters from the book of Genesis, first half of Exodus, first 8 chapters of Daniel, the book of Jonah, the book of Ruth, the Song of Solomon, the Christmas and Easter stories, parts of the book of Revelation, and so forth. If you were to ask me how much scripture I can memorize in 1 hour, what I'm about to say is amazing. I can memorize at least 20 verses or more within 1 hour. 20 verses or more. Like 20 to 25 verses I can memorize in 1 hour. If you were to assign me a passage of a chapter of the Bible to memorize, or if you were to assign me like one of the poems we studied in this class, like from Anne Bradstreet or Edward Taylor, if you were to ask me to memorize a selection and ask me to recite the whole thing from memory back to you, I would be able to do that. I can memorize literature, I can memorize poetry, I can memorize scripture, I can memorize music, and I can recite the whole thing from memory. It's amazing, right? And I memorize the scriptures I mentioned. I memorize it in both languages, Spanish and English, which leads me to my final fun fact, is that I can speak fluently. And I think you probably already know this, that I can speak both Spanish and English. You shared with us last semester that in EN 102 and also in EN 101 that language is the immediate gift of God to mankind. And what a blessing it is to be able to communicate to God and to other people in 2 different languages. I am originally from El Salvador, and my family is El Salvadorian, so I learned Spanish from them. And I came to the United States when I was like 4 years old and started kindergarten at age 5, and here in Virginia, and that's how I learned the English language. And so I can speak and write and also read in both, and sing and preach and everything else in both English and Spanish. You know, and not many people have the ability to communicate in both languages, but that's a blessing. It's a tremendous gift, ability that God has given me to communicate in English and Spanish to Him and to others. And so to reach people with the gospel, both in America and in English and also in Spanish. And so so these are my 5 fun facts about myself. And God bless you. Have a great day.